starting any exercise program, always get cleared by a primary care doctor.
Hey there, Jed Coburn is here with the Exercise Physiology Show. This is episode number 52. And who am I? I am a former fat kid, former slightly overweight adult, and just an overall good filter for what crap is out there on the internet. So today I would like to talk about fat, okay? Two different types of fat that are either good or not good on the body, okay? So let's get right into it. So visceral fat, okay? Visceral fat is that hard fat. So it's typically, I mean, both male and female, both men and women can have this fat, but let's say you see this dude, right? And he's like, you know, he's pretty stout, but he's got that stomach that just is solid, right? It's just solid. And you're like, he's probably pretty strong. That fat is, you know, that's not too much fat. That's probably muscle. That's actually visceral fat, okay? And that fat is actually harder on your body and your internal organs, your heart, your arteries. Just think about like pipes, right? Think of your arteries as pipes, and the buildup that you get from visceral fat and cholesterol, it just clogs those things, right? So you get like buildup in those arteries, and then it starts to go like this, right? And eventually your circulation is blocked, and that's why you have a heart attack, that's why you have an aneurysm, that's why you have a stroke, that's why, you know, I mean, that's a lot of why, right? So the other fat is adipose, okay? So adipose fat, like the jiggly, right? Which is fine. You'd much rather have the jiggly fat than the hard, the visceral, the nasty, you know? I mean, they're both, right? Both fat, but you'd much rather have the adipose, the jiggle, because that is easier to burn off. That is easier to manage. Your body can use that as ready to go energy a heck of a lot better than visceral fat. Visceral fat's like crystallized. I mean, it's not, but it's the way you can actually think about it. It is just like having all of that tissue just forced right into your body, and it's gonna stay there for a very long time until you start to break it into pieces, and then it just goes away. But that's a big deal. It's just kind of knowing and being aware of what kind of fat you're carrying. And the jiggly kind, while we think it's not great, it actually is, okay? Easier to burn. So that's fat. Now, what about muscle, right? We all know what kind of muscle. We all know that muscle weighs more than fat. Well, what weighs more? 5 pounds of fat or 5 pounds of muscle? Trick question. Yeah, okay? They both weigh the same. It's just what takes up more or less surface area. Okay, well, there was a question there. I gave you a second to answer it in your own head. Muscle takes up less surface area, but you can carry more of it, and it might actually weigh more, right? So if you have 5 pounds of muscle and 5 pounds of fat, 5 pounds of muscle, this is not even anywhere near an estimate, but you could say it takes up about, you know, that much. Let's just say it takes up that much, okay? And then you got 5 pounds of fat, which probably takes up that much, okay? See the comparison there, right? So if you have more muscle than fat on your body, you're probably gonna weigh less. If a person tells me, well, I haven't lost any weight, let's put it this way, I haven't lost any weight and my pants aren't fitting any different, but I've been working really hard, so I must be gaining muscle, right? No, No, it means you're not doing anything. It means you're just breaking even. So if a person would tell me I'm not losing any weight, but my pants are fitting way smaller, right? I can fit, or way bigger, and I can fit into a smaller pair, then yeah, you know, you're changing the physiology of your body. You're changing what tissues you're carrying. It doesn't mean you're gaining muscle. And, you know, I'm bigger. It means you're burning fat and you're gaining the muscle. You're just changing the tissues that you're carrying. So when you don't lose weight and your pants are fitting better, don't be too alarmed, right? I mean, be happy about that. Weight's only, you know, physical mass of what you're carrying. So fat and muscle, right? I mean, that's what it comes down to. What are you carrying more of? When it comes down to it, how do your pants fit? How does your shirt fit? If you're getting into smaller sizes and not losing weight, that's okay. If you're staying at your current size of clothing and not losing weight, that's not okay. You're not going anywhere. That's alarming to me. Should be to you. So there it is. Just a quick one today. That's alright. Because they don't all have to be just me spilling over, you know. Just call it how I see it. Today's fat and muscle. It's a very simple topic. Carry more muscle than fat to give your body the opportunity to burn more calories. There it is. If you are willing to change from the neck up, you will change from the neck down. Believe in yourself. Because by now, you would have to know that I believe in you. Have a great day. Bye for now.